name is Alyssa.
And I'm Emily.
And you're listening to Slash&Slay, a horror podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a new episode.
Hi. That's all I have for you today. Hi.
All right. See you next time.
Hey, bye. Alyssa, you look so beautiful.
Thank you. So do you.
Are you loving, thank you. Are you loving this fall weather? How do we feel?
I am. I'm feeling much happier.
Her seasonal depression has gone.
Yeah. It still needs to get a little colder, but it's supposed to. So.
It's been very, very cold in the mornings, like when I leave for school. I am freezing.
I know. I sat outside yesterday with my big hoodie, and I was just like, I love this.
It's fall,
Feels
y'all.
So good. It's finally fall here in Texas.
Barely, but I mean, it will get to like 90 later.
Yeah, but we'll count it for now.
For now, we'll count it. I did carve a pumpkin, and it's already rotten because it's been so hot. I had it outside. Yeah, it's bad. So, unfortunate.
I got some fall decorations from my grandmother.
How sweet. Thanks, Graham.
So, like, some little leaf garland and, like, little pumpkin garlands and stuff.
My house is a fire hazard, and that's what I like during any holiday, for it to be a fire hazard. I already set off the alarm once, so at least the sprinklers didn't go off. Candles. A lot of candles.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of candles. So it's fine.
But did they smell good?
They did smell good.
Good. That's all that matters.
I am scared though. Like I keep seeing all the bad like toxic candle stuff, but I'm like, I cannot afford an organic candle. Sorry.
There's just too many things to worry about. You kind of have to pick and choose.
Things. You know what? The tampons are bleached. The candles are toxic. The air has plastic. You can't heat up stuff in the microwave.
All of your food has plastic.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm already a plastic girl. It's fine.
Right.
And I like feel so bad if I don't recycle one thing, but there's no recycling at my apartment. And so I just have like a giant box of recycling, and the recycling's like right there. I just like
have to take it.
I just have to, and I just can't. Anyway.
I know.
Doom and gloom. We didn't get to doom and gloom beforehand, so we have
not. Yeah. We've not had a doom and gloom in a while.
No, we've been, I've been doom and gloom, but I've just been doing it by myself.
Yeah, same.
I've been doing it with solo.
I've been doing it with Jared.
And glooming. Yeah. I've been solo.
That's fine, though.
It's fine, though. The government is shut down. It's fine.
It's fine.
Who cares? Anyway, who cares?
Who cares?
And that's real life horror. We should have like a real life horror section where we just like read a piece of news.
Yeah. And that was
not a slay. Horror. Yeah. That is definitely not a slay.
I slashed that.
Oh yeah. That's what we say. Slay or not a slay?
That's we should change our name.
Let's slay or not a slay.
Slay or not a slay.
Now that all those knockoff podcasts of ours can have their name. Speaking of slay or not a slay, shall we do our slash and slays?
Great segue. We shall.
I thought you'd never ask.
I thought you'd never ask. I have quite a few.
Not really. I have many more compared to what I had previously, which was 0. So
yeah.
Go ahead. You first.
Okay. Let's see. I have read 3 books this month.
She's a reader.
Which is kind of a lot for me. Well, first I finished The House of Monstrous Women by Daphne Fama. And I love this book.
Yay.
It did take me a little bit to get into it. But once it like started and I like couldn't put it down. And it made me cry because just talking about, well, actually what made me cry because I read her, like, I guess her acknowledgments, and she was talking about how this is kind of based on a story that her mom had told her in her Filipino village, where the a woman was like thought to be a witch, and she was like run out of town. And it just like, I don't know, it just made me feel very connected to women everywhere. Because I was like, this is literally something that's happened in every culture. Women being presumed to be witches. And it just was like, I don't know, it was like a powerful moment for me. But it was a very good book. It was very visceral.
Ooh. Had
a lot to do with bugs.
Ugh.
So there was a lot of roachy descriptions and
ooh, I squished a roach this past weekend.
No.
That noise I will never get out of my head.
That's
I actually
the worst.
watched I don't know if you've been watching Good Mythical Morning recently.
I haven't.
But they keep having bugs on the show. Like, they just keep showing up. Like, bugs just keep showing up. Like, a dead fly fell out of Link's hair the other day.
I think I saw a clip of that.
Yeah, and then, the next episode, there was a cockroach. And the sound, like, it was way in the back, and Rhett had walked over there to kill it. But you could hear it all the way to their, like, in their mic. And I was like,
yeah.
It was so gross. And then I did that in real life. And it was so big and squelchy. Like, my foot was, like, slippery. Plus, I had the roach spray. I used about half a can of roach spray. That thing would not die.
They don't. They are little vigilant little things.
Big old man. And, of course, you know, I was left to my own devices. I had to kill it myself.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, also, that book reminds me of... this class discussion I had. I have a guy from Sweden in my class, and he was like talking about witches, and he was like, yeah, in my country we used to like tie up the women, and throw them off a cliff, and if they sunk in the water, then they were and he was like, yeah, that's what we did. And I was like, oh yeah, us too, same. Like, yeah, us too, we did that, as well.
We used to do that too.
That's crazy. That's like we're bonding. So weird how, like, all different, like you said, different cultures, different countries, everybody's been like, a woman with an opinion, a witch.
Yeah.
Drown her.
Literally. So I slay that book, obviously.
Yay.
I also read a book called Matchmaking for Psychopaths.
Ooh.
By Tasha Cornell. It's basically about a woman who does matchmaking, and her fiance and her best friend cheats together, like have an affair. And she meets this guy, like the night it happens, and she like tells him about how she's like a matchmaker for psychopaths. Like that's what she does. But they don't call it like that.
Right.
And just, and the guy then like shows up to be match made, but he like really wants to be with her. It was good. I read it in like 3 days maybe.
Ooh. But was it just because like you had to see what happened?
Yeah, it was, it kept me going. It was like the kind of an unreliable narrator, because like we learn about her past, and I'm trying to like, I don't want to give anything away in case you want to read it, but I slay that one as well.
Okay, she slays it. I was just imagining like Dakota Johnson and Chris Evans and Pedro Pascal, because honestly, she does in that one.
Honestly, maybe I could see that.
Honestly, Dakota Johnson. If somebody was like, "Oh, she's a sociopath," I'd be like, "Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I can tell."
I can tell. So yeah, it wasn't like my favorite of the year, but I still slay it.
Okay.
Yes,
we love.
And then I literally in one day I read this book called Breathe In, Bleed Out.
Ooh.
By Brian McCauley. And I read it. It was just a really easy read. And it was like, I think 229 pages. Like, so kind of short. And it was just kind of like a classic slasher.
Ooh, okay.
A slasher book about a woman who is kind of spiraling. She's grieving her fiance who they had been on a mountain like hike, and he had died, and she had not, like, in winter, and so she hadn't been able to pull him out. So she was just feeling like a lot of guilt, and then her friend invites her to this weekend at like a guru kind of like, what do you call those, like retreats?
Oh yeah, like a soul, like a when you go see a shaman or something.
Yeah, in Joshua Tree. And people start dying.
See, I was gonna put it on hold, but if fiance died, I don't know if I can do that. The grieving ones, really, I can't. But that's more like romance. Maybe I can do.
I think you could do it because. Okay. Yeah, I think you could do it.
Let's see, 12-week wait. Oh wait, no, I have to. Okay, I'm gonna put that on hold. Blood-soaked thriller.
12-week wait.
Yeah, it's a long wait.
What are you looking at?
I was looking at Libby, but I'm gonna look at Cloud Library now. I
have it. I haven't returned it yet. Cloud Library.
So you're the one that making me.
But there's this other book that I saw. I think it's called Body of Water. And it's like dad and a daughter are at this like gas station in this town, or like a diner or something, and they get held up by these men who come in. They're kind of deranged, and they keep, like, they say that there's like something in the water that's like a living like creature or something. And that one's on hold for like 12 weeks, I think.
Dang. So you're excited for that one though?
But I'm very excited for it. So
yeah, I'm assuming you're using the library that we both have a card to on Cloud Library.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's available in 10 days. That's probably how much longer you have on you.
That's how long I have.
Okay, Don't return it yet, because I'm in the middle of an audiobook.
Okay.
We have to like strategize.
Yeah. Tell me when you want me to return it.
Yeah. You have any movies?
Yes. I know I watched another movie, but that I was going to talk about, but now I can't really remember. So I'll talk about the movie that I watched this weekend at my cabin in the woods that I went to, that I met my friend Brie at, and we were trying to find a scary movie to watch. I don't know why. Well, I think mostly because scary movies are not that scary, you know?
Yeah.
So we chose a movie called Haunt.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard of it or seen like the thing, like the cover of it. It's basically these friends, these like college friends who, it's like Halloween night, and they go to like one of those haunted houses, and basically they get locked inside, and it's like, it's real, you know? And I will say it was very cheesy to start. Like, immediately, like, there was a scene where one guy like swipes his beer off the table and hits like the main girl, and she gets like soaking wet, and then literally in the next scene she's completely dry.
Oh, I love that.
So I was like,
continuity non-existent.
This is gonna be great. Yeah. So it's like pretty cheesy and stuff, and then it got really scary.
Really?
It legit got really scary. Me and Brie kept being like hiding behind our fingers, like watching. I don't know if you'll watch it. I'm trying to.
I don't care about spoilers.
Okay. Well, but this is the main thing that made it scary, was like the because it's like, you know, masked people and stuff. But once they like, this guy like takes off his mask, it's like, you know, like they do body modification stuff.
Yeah.
He like has, like, he's kind of like a lizard type body modification. So he has like spikes in his head and like embedded in his skin.
Nice.
And then they just keep like revealing people, like this one guy who was dressed up like a clown. When he takes his mask off, he's like made his head bulbous and he like a clown. Like he looks like a real life clown. And so it just got like, it was like, oh, like that's like legit scary. Like what's under the mask?
Yeah.
You know, it was almost
because
like wasn't a scary.
Chose to do that to themselves.
Yeah.
They didn't want to look like that.
And they were all kind of like a community, like all the you know, bad people were people who had done this to themselves. Mm-hmm. And there wasn't really clear motivation for like why are they, besides they just want to, I guess. Mm-hmm. But it just like, it was just so creepy. And we were both like, I'm scared.
Yeah.
And then we were in this cabin and the door had these like windows, like this like 4-pane window things like above it. And I just kept looking over, expecting to see like a face.
One of the
yes, just or like not even that, just like a face or like someone in a mask. Like it was freaking me out so much. We had to like turn on a rom-com after that.
Oh.
So like
not the best setting to watch that in. So maybe you would have not been as scared.
Right. I think the setting definitely added to it for sure.
Atmosphere.
So I don't know if like other people, but I've heard like other people did say this was like scary. But yeah, I slay it because it actually scared me.
Scared you. Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't say it's like a good movie.
What was it on?
Well, we watched it on Stars, but I think I think you can watch it on Tubi. You just have to watch commercials.
Those dang commercials.
That would have been a great segue. If you didn't have to go. Do your Slash&Slay.
If I would have gone first.
Yeah.
I'll find a way to bring it in. I'll be thinking
okay. I know you will.
Slash&Slays.
I trust you.
I'm going to read. I already read. I read 2.5 books. I've been doing a lot more driving because of my new job, so I've been doing a lot of audiobooks. I read Home Before Dark by Riley Sager, which we're a fan of Riley Sager for the most part. This one was like, you know how he'll have like, he always does like thriller, supernatural eyebrow raise, thriller. So it's like same formula where it's like, is it supernatural? And then it'll like be like, no, this is what really happened. And then it'll be like, but is it supernatural? And then so like little sprinkling. But it was about this girl who, it was very much like Play Nice. Like one of her parents profited off them living in a quote unquote haunted house. And so like for the first part I was like into it, but I was like, well, this isn't anything, you know, super new. It was like head full of ghosts. Like, you know, it's been done before, and like there's time jumps, and the only thing is the, you know, the main character is, all she knows is what was in the book because she was too young to remember. So she is like, I don't think this is true. I don't think the book's true. Her dad has just died at the beginning of the book, and so she has no one to know besides her mom what really happened. And then she's like, of course he leaves the house to her, and she has to sell it. So that's kind of the setup.
Okay.
And then so it's very like Play Nice, head full of ghosts type thing. And then it kind of like changes completely once we start getting into the thriller aspect and like plot twists and things like that. But I really did enjoy it. I think for one of his earlier books, it's pretty good. He says, I think, you know, I read, what is it? only one left, and I didn't like that one as much. And then I've read his newest one, or no, his second newest one. So I've read a couple, but I do like that one. I slay it for sure. For sure.
Okay. For sure, a slay.
Entertaining. I think you would like it.
Okay.
And I like somewhat saw the plot twist, but then also was like, it was like, you know, a double, triple plot twist, and then you're like, oh, you know. Yeah. So I say that. And then I was kind of in the mood for another, not haunted house, but like weird house dynamic type book. So I read We Used to Live Here by Marcus.
Oh yeah, I've been wanting to read that.
Kleiwer. I don't know how to say his last name. Yeah. It was interesting.
Okay.
I really liked it at first because it was like, it's like a mind fuck, like for sure. Like you're like, what's going on? I don't know what's happening. It's kind of like doppelganger Capgras syndrome, but then also like, is it not? What's happening? Who are these people? And like, these strangers are here, and why are they like in my house? Like, it's just a lot of like weird stuff happening and different, almost like alternate realities, but you don't know if it's like, is it the main character? Is it this? Is it that? Whatever. But I'd be interested to hear what you have to say about the ending.
Okay.
I still slay it because I was entertained and I wanted to see what happens, and I think it was a good concept. I just think towards the end it got a little muddied. There's like interjections with different like research or like online forums talking about this specific house and the weird trial surrounding it, because there's a trial. And so they're like, I think this happened. So you're getting all these different like ideas in your head. And then none of them really like lead anywhere concrete. So it just like seemed like a lot of information just to get you thinking, which I think is, you know, it has its place, its time and place.
Right.
But I think I would be interested in you reading it.
Okay. Well, it's on my list.
On her list.
It's on my list.
Let's see. Okay, and I'm in the middle of, which you've read this, Hemlock Island.
Oh.
Which you slashed it.
I did.
I think. Yeah. So I just wanted to see, because I was like, it's available. It's here. I have the physical book. Might as well. So I'm about halfway through. I started it yesterday. Sure. So far, I'm like, okay. Like, it's just really boring so far.
Yeah.
I keep zoning out because I'm like, okay, I don't care about any of you people, really.
Yeah.
What did that one girl do? Like, it's so, I've never really read a book where they're like, we'll have a private conversation in the middle of a page. Yeah. Because they're like not revealing what, I think her name's Sadie, did that was so bad that the two best friends don't want to forgive her for. And like, they're really having a conversation.
I can't even remember. I can't even remember. I'm telling you that, like, I'm remembering bits of stuff, but I don't. I'm not
gonna remember this book at all. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah,
but
it's like gone.
It's literally like twice so far.
Did I read it this year?
No, I think it was last year.
Okay.
Maybe. Or maybe early this year. But yeah, it's like twice already. They've had like, it'll be back and forth dialogue. And then you'll realize that they're like, and then I told her everything. And you're like, well, tell me too.
Yeah.
Tell me too. I'd also like to know. I'm here in the room. Like, as a reader, you're there in the room, or you're there in her brain. And you literally just went like, slam the door. And it's not like in a creative way. It was in a lazy, stupid way.
Right. Like, and be like, like they're like just trying to like throw you off.
Yeah. Or like hide something from you.
By just not revealing information, but it's like,
they're not even like alluding to information. The information is right there. They just literally decided to not give it to you.
I'm kind of remembering that.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, like you're gonna lead up to this big reveal for what? Mm-hmm. Better be good.
And I honestly can't remember what it is. So
yeah, there we go. So interested. I it was just something. I want to read it. See what the hype's about. There's no hype around it. See what the the hate's about. And then movies. I think I talked about that. I rewatched Hide and Seek. Did I talk about that?
Hide and Seek? I don't think so.
Is that what it's called? The wedding one?
I don't know. The what?
The wedding movie?
The wedding movie?
You know where they play hide and
Ready
seek?
or Not.
Ready or Not.
Ready or Not. Close enough.
Yeah, they play hide and seek.
I was like, they do.
Seek? I'm sure there's a horror movie called Hide and Seek. Did I talk about rewatching it? Definitely. I think I did.
You didn't tell me.
Oh no, I thought I did. I watched it again. Love that movie. Mm-hmm. So good. Such a slay. Slay on a rewatch.
How do you feel about the second one coming out?
There's a second one?
Yeah, there's gonna be a new one, like a sequel.
What? With her?
Mm-hmm.
Girl, don't get married again.
I know. I don't know the premise of it at all.
But there's no more what are they? Lomas, whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what. I'm not sure what the premise is. Ow.
I'm excited then to see what kind of nonsense they get into. And I hope what game will we play this time?
I hope that it's like good and not like just
stupid.
Yeah.
Cash grab.
Just a stupid cash grab.
I also watched the movie Hoax. I think it's what it's called. Hoax. Mm-hmm. Let me double check. Hoax. It was filmed during COVID, like early COVID. Mm-hmm. So, it's not called Hoax. What is it called? I know it starts with an H.
Haunt? That's what I watched.
You watched, yeah.
I don't know. What happened in it? Or what was it about?
It was all on Zoom. And this girl.
Host.
You've seen it?
Yes. Couldn't tell you probably anything about it, but
I think I remember you seeing this now, yeah. Because it was all on Zoom, and this girl has a friend who performs seances, and she decides it's a good idea to do a seance over Zoom. Mm-hmm. And none of her friends want to do it, and one of her friends doesn't take it seriously and creates a story. And basically, if you create, you create this openness to the other realms, then it's an invitation for a demon to come through, or anybody, since you don't specifically call out a spirit, anybody can come through. So a bad entity comes through, and you're watching over Zoom as these people have to deal with this host and this host. Mm-hmm. It was pretty bad. I was just impressed the whole time, being like, oh, they probably did this all by themselves, like
right.
They had to do this, or it was like, digital.
Yeah. I think it's kind of like become or will become like a cult classic.
Yeah. I agree. It was just kind of silly and ridiculous. But I was still slayed just because it was like fun, but
yeah. Like, if I was entertained, I slay.
Yeah, entertained, I slay. If it was super bad, I would be like, no.
Yeah.
And then, what else? What else did I watch? Oh, I watched the first episode and 10 minutes maybe, of Wayward Pines.
Uh-huh.
It was just so bad. The acting was just so, like, CW. Which, like, I get it.
It was CW, wasn't it?
Probably.
It wasn't a CW show?
And M. Night Shyamalan directed the first episode. It was
really?
So random. Yeah. I was like, oh, that's up his alley. But I'd rather him do, like, a movie or something of it. It was just the main guy's acting I could not stand. And then Miss Girl from Haunting of Hill House, who's in every single TV show ever, pops up. And I was like, oh, my gosh. Like, I can't. You've been in way too much. I can't even take you seriously anymore. Like, great actress, but, like, please.
But you're doing too much.
You're doing too much. You're in every episode, every single show, and you're, like... I don't know, her face is just too recognizable to be a chameleon at this point of an actress.
Did you, like, were you, like, noticing, like, how different it was from the book, or?
No, I mean, I think it was pretty similar to the book. It was just, honestly, the acting. I just couldn't.
Yeah, just couldn't get behind.
Yeah, it was just really bad acting, in my opinion.
In my opinion.
Which usually, like, I can get behind, but I was just like, okay, like, I already know this story anyway, so it's, like, no point.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, probably won't continue with that. But I'm not going to slash or slay it. It was just, like, not.
Yeah. Just not for you.
Head. Yeah, not for me right now. But we do have one more thing to slash and slay each.
Yes.
I didn't think about a transition.
I didn't realize you were transitioning.
I was trying. To be.
To be or not to be.
Or not to be.
You guys.
Part 2.
Part 2. If you guys didn't know, we did this probably over a year ago, I want to say. Where we watched, I only watched one. Did you watch one?
I watched one.
Okay. I wonder if we watched the same one.
I did too. I was wondering.
Because I think there's like a pretty obvious one we could have watched.
Yeah.
Anyways, so last year we each watched a few Tubi movies. Tubi, if you didn't know, is a free streaming, and they make original movies. A lot of times they make original horror movies, and they're oftentimes just not good. So it's fun to watch and to decide if it's a movie that we would recommend or slash or slay. So that's why we're doing To Be or Not To Be, because it's October and there were some more movies out.
Horror. Honestly, it could be called To Be or Not To Be To Be, because it's the second, like 2, the number, and then B, like A after B. You know, you sometimes be like A, this, B, like a number. So it should be To Be or Not To Be To Be.
To Be or Not To Be To Be is what this episode is called.
Yeah. Yeah. That won't confuse anybody.
No, not at all.
Everybody will be so interested in that.
Okay. So let's reveal which movie we watched, because we might have watched the same one.
Okay. Should we do a 3, 2, 1?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Takeout.
Match.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, wait. I started to watch Takeout, but I never finished it.
And you watched Match.
I watched Match.
Okay. I almost watched that, so I didn't. I'm glad I didn't now.
Okay. Perfect. So I don't know how yours ends.
Take me through it.
Oh, my Lord Almighty. Okay. So in Match, there's a woman named Paula, and she is swiping on dating apps, blah, 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 blah. She swipes on this guy who is really cute, and they start messaging back and forth, and then they do a like FaceTime call, but his kind of like starts glitching, and he freezes, and then they end the call. But they set up a date. Already, you know, like out, you know what I mean? Because she is like gonna go over to his house for a first date.
Oh, for the first date? No.
Yeah. So, there's this whole like subplot with like her father's having like he's like blind, and he's having like eye surgery or something, or he's going blind and he's having eye surgery, and she has a sister. So that's just kind of like a subplot. But So she goes to this man's house for a date, and who opens the door but his mother?
Mm.
And she's like, "Oh, he's on his way back.
From where?
Come in." From I don't know, from somewhere.
Wherever.
And she's like, "Okay," so they go in. They're like talking, drinking tea, and she's talking about like, "Yes, my boy Henry is so sweet, and he's the best, and he'll make the best husband, and he's very well endowed," she says. And the girl's like,
how?
"Okay, like, this is getting weird." So she's like kind of texting him on the side, like, "Hey, I'm talking with your mom. Like, where are you?"
Yeah. Hey, your mom's weird.
And then she hears like ding, and his mom, has the phone. And she starts, of course, she's like getting all dizzy because she's been drugged.
Of course.
So
never take tea from old ladies.
No, never. So the mom is like, "Henry's gonna love you," and she like straps her to like a wheelchair, takes her up stairs, like up at this like weird elevator up these stairs, and puts her in a room and shuts the door.
Okay, bye.
And she like she opens her eyes, and there's this like it's like really hard to describe. It's Henry, but he's kind of like what's his name from the Goonies? You know? Have you seen the Goonies?
I've only seen the ending of the Goonies.
But you know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
Okay. I'm forgetting his
I know
name.
who you're talking about. Yeah, it's okay. Somebody call me his name.
It's Chunk's little friend that he befriends. Anyways, but he's not like nice.
He's not nice, though.
Nice.
He's Henry. Ooh.
So, and he has like this big hump on his back.
So he's like Quasimodo.
Yeah, it really, and he just doesn't look
But
great.
he doesn't have a beautiful singing voice and sing one of the best songs of all time.
No, he looks way worse than Quasimodo. And
I am deformed.
And he like comes like
ugly.
Yeah. And I was gonna try to finish it, but I can't remember the lyrics.
I'll do the whole music.
Okay, go ahead. So he like stumbles forward, and he's like, like it's like all he like kind of can do. But
poor guy.
No.
Oh, not poor guy.
Well, it is kind of a poor guy because it's clear like he's
a victim.
Yes, but he. Okay, this is trigger warnings for this. Trigger warnings if people need to scroll away, because trigger warnings for things. Just if you have any triggers, scroll away. Anything.
Any trigger, get away.
Yes. He like drops his pants.
Oh.
And he's like coming for her, swinging his dick. And
was he well endowed?
Well, you don't see it then, but you see it later. And it's like
she's about to gag.
I might gag a couple times this episode.
How did you even watch it?
Sorry. I was half watching it, like looking away like this for certain parts. So, anyways, he's coming for her, and she throws up. Like, when she sees this. She throws up. Yes. And that's gross, too. And he slips in her vomit and falls, like, and cracks his head on this thing.
Ouch.
So she gets loose, and she, like, runs off. And the mom eventually comes up there, sees that the son is like knocked out, and she's very mean. Like, she's very mean to him.
Oh.
She's like kicking him and is like, get up, you need to go make a baby. Like, that's what she's saying. Ah. So they kind of chase her and stuff. At one point she's it's another trigger warning. At one point she's hiding, and then the mom is like talking to the son, and she's like, remember how I taught you how to do it?
Oh,
and then she like fucking jerks him off.
Oh my god.
I was like, what the fuck?
What?
It was so gross. It was so... I should have turned it off.
Yeah.
But then because as I started to watch the beginning of it, I was like, that's when I got this idea. And I was like, oh, but I'm already like halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
Like, I don't...
Push through.
I'm like, and I know this it'll at least be a good one to talk about.
Ugh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, it was very, very gross. So,
also, why would you do that if you want him to, like, logistically?
I know, because she does it, and then she's like, now go make a baby. I'm like,
well,
but now he
logistically
needs some time.
He's gonna need a little minute.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So she's like, he at some point's like chasing her. The mom goes back downstairs. She's like, he's chasing her. At one point, you do see his pee-pee, and it's all disgusting. I was not really looking at this point. I was like writing, and I was just kind of like, I was not looking.
I have it in the background.
So when I did look, so I didn't really see necessarily like how it happened, but he gets his pee-pee mouse trapped. Nice. And then she's just like running, hiding. She finds a guy trapped in a room. Oh. And well, first she finds like there? She finds other like women that have like died in a room, and then she finds a guy trapped in a room, and it's the guy from the pictures and the guy she had FaceTimed. Oh. And he's like he's he can't walk, and he's in a wheelchair, and he's also chained. And so they kind of like are like, we got to get out of here. They come up with this plan to call the guy, the son, Henry, in and get his pills and stuff. And they are like escaping, and then Henry comes out, and there's like a fight. And then the sister tracked her sister. So she comes with like the guy's ex or something. Or I mean with the girl's ex. Oh, and then there's also like another woman that the mom has lured with Henry's pictures. And she's like catfishing, I guess. Like she's like not the person in the pictures. And the mom's like really rude to her. And then the sister comes in, and they're like, she's like, where's my sister? They like bash the mom's head. They go up, they try to find, and Henry kills the ex and like rips his face off. It's like, how did he get this strength all of a sudden? And also kills the catfish woman. And then they get downstairs finally. So that's Eli, who is the guy who was in the pictures, the main girl Paula, and the sister Maria, I think. And they're like fighting. The mom, of course, is still alive. They're fighting. The mom, Eli is actually, turns out, is the mom's son.
So Henry's brother?
Yes.
Okay.
And they did kill Henry. I forgot to say. No. Wait, no, they didn't. They knocked him out. And so, yeah. So the mom is like, you know, you got the face, but your brother got the sperm count. Essentially, like,
does she not know how
it's
it works?
Eli's like paralyzed, so he can't
Right.
give her a grandchild, and because he was like born that way. And then Henry is very fertile or whatever. So that's why she's been using him to lure people. So she goes to shoot Paula, and then the Eli like wheels in front of her, and he gets shot.
Oh, rip.
And
Eli.
then the sister and the mom are fighting, and the mom like slashes her throat.
Not the sister.
Yeah. And then she's about to go after Paula, and then and then Henry comes down and attacks the mom and kills her.
Ooh.
And Paula escapes.
And Henry.
And I'm not sure. I can't remember what happened.
Blue balls.
I guess so.
Poor Henry.
So that was Match.
Wow. So.
And I feel sick.
Is that a Tubi or is it a Not Tubi, aka a slash or a slay?
It is a Not Tubi, aka a slash. And if you read some of these reviews,
I was trying to look at pictures because I was looking at, and they only just show pictures of Paula crying.
like
Match.
screaming, yeah.
Tubi.
Um,
Henry.
So we have this movie is disgusting and bad and doesn't end well. And then this person said, I haven't seen a barbarian ripoff movie before, but if not the first, this has to be one of the best. This movie is horrible. Made no sense. The deaths made no sense. The plot holes made it impossible to follow. Yeah.
This movie like just came out, and this let's see, horror.com, iHorror.com said Match is Tubi's most repulsive movie you never knew existed until now.
Yeah. And it was repulsive. I literally gagged.
Tubi sure has some balls to stream this original horror movie. It's not a bad movie by any means, but the imagery will take a couple weeks or maybe months to erase from your memory.
It just like, I don't know. I'm like, you know.
Did we need to make that?
It says, this show was actually disturbing and so hard to watch. It even showed a mutilated Hills Have Eyes type creatures, ginormous private parts, while he was actively trying to take advantage of a girl.
Ginormous.
Then his mom finished him off in a scene. I'm still so disturbed. It was a very dark, sick movie.
That's what gets me, I think.
Yeah.
Which, like, because I think the dynamic was already established without having to.
Yeah, you did not have to. You did not have to show that actually happening.
We get the vibe.
Yeah. Even if you felt like you wanted to show that this mom is sick, you did not have to show the whole thing. Like,
they showed the whole thing.
I mean, it was like
pretty much
showed the action. Like, no, it didn't like go in the pants and like show like with the camera, like, you know.
Okay.
But it showed her doing it to completion.
Right.
So that was just not necessary. We could have gotten the point that she was a fucking freak if she just stuck her hand down his pants and then it cut away, you know?
Yeah.
But it was disgusting. Disgusting.
Okay. Not to be, right. Guys. Not to be.
Not to be. But watch at your own risk, I'll say.
I won't be. Okay. I'll say.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think you should. All right,
I do want to watch Hunchback now, though. Out there.
That's the best music.
Give me one day out there.
Out there.
Anyway, so the movie I watched is called Take Out, a Tubi original that just came out as well. It follows 3 employees that work at Big Dipper, which is supposed to be like Burger King, McDonald's, whatever. It's supposed to be a chain, but it looks so like diner, and it's like gross and like, ugh. Like everything about that, the whole movie was like, the color was like all blue and purple and everything was dirty. And I'm like, okay, very dingy. Good job. It follows our 3 employees. We have Harper, who is Goody Two Shoes manager. Nova's our main character. She's just there for a paycheck and to take care of her little sister. Their father's abusive and her little sister's nonverbal and has asthma. So she's saving up money so that she can get her and her sister out of town and out of that situation. And then our chef is an ex-con, and he's just trying to stay under the radar and, you know, do his parole and all of that. And in this little town, there's a serial killer loose called the Doll Snatcher or something like that. Doll something. I never, every single time they would say it, I'd be like, I think they're saying a different word every time. So I never knew what it was actually called. Doll nab or doll something. Basically, the serial killer's calling card is he creates a doll of his victims and then he kills them. And it's on the loose. And it's $200,000 reward. So all these people are like, you know, the employees are like, man, what I wouldn't do for $200,000, you know?
Right.
And it is a late night burger joint. Pretty much the only place around in town, too. So they get some characters. And we have the police officers come by. They come every day to get their burgers and whatever. And, you know, small town cops. Their costumes literally look like they're from Spirit Halloween. And they're just kind of really mean and bully the employees. And then we have Nova's sister comes to the diner. She's like 5 or 6, and she needs to be watched. She was dropped off by her dad, and Nova has to watch her. And then we have a guy come in who looks like the guy from Halloween, the latest one, Halloween Kills. The guy who was like Michael Myers, whatever, 2.0. He looks just like him and acts like him too. Like, just a creepo the whole time, you know. And he drives up in this car, and he's meeting this girl, and he keeps, like, smiling really creepily. And then will also have a really bad temper. And is just acting super sketchy. And he, like, keeps hitting on Nova, all these things. And then, for some reason, I can't remember how they got suspicious of him, just because he was acting weird, I guess. And they stole his car keys and opened up his trunk and found a dead body, which was the latest person missing. Oh, it was because Nova saw a doll in his back seat. And I was like, how dumb you got to be a serial killer and leave your calling card in your back seat. Okay,
leave it
dummy.
out in the open.
Yeah. And then they find the body. So they have the doll snatcher, whatever his name is, in the Big Dipper. They all work together to try. First, they try to call the cops. And then they're trying to secure the reward before they tell them anything. Which is so, I'm like, okay, like, you'll get your reward. Like, you just gotta, like, tell the cops, come here now. Like, we have the snatcher or whatever. But they didn't want to do that. They were like, we got to get our reward. We have to secure it so that we can have money. And because they all want something else. You know, one of them wants to stop working there. Nova wants to get her sister out. And then Harper is an entrepreneur, and she wants to start this, like, really weird, like, MLM marketing scheme thing. So anyway, they don't tell the police anything, and the service goes out. So service is out, Wi-Fi's out, none of the phones work, of course, conveniently. And then arrives Nova's teacher, like high school teacher, former high school teacher. And he is sticking around. And he's like this, you know, the adult that is sane in this instance that they're going to ask for help for, to capture the serial killer. But then the serial killer has a woman come in to meet him, to hang out. They're on a little date at the Big Dipper. so they're like, oh no, his next victim is here. And they work together to trick both of them into coming to the back for some reason. They tie up. Well, no, it was first they tricked the serial killer guy to come to the back. I think they what did they do? I can't even remember. They got him to the back, tied him up, and gagged him with a uniform. And we're like, we got you now. And he's saying, it's not me, you know. Then his girlfriend comes to the back and is like, what on earth? Why do y'all have him locked up? And they're like, you have to help us. We'll give you $50. And $50 out of 200,000 if you help us, if you don't say anything. And she starts walking. She gets mad about something. She's like, no, this is ridiculous. And then she starts walking forward, and in slow motion she trips, and she literally goes like up and down. Her boobs are going in like slow motion because she had big old yitties. What? And she was going like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then she trips over the guy. He like sticks his leg out, and she trips and hits her head this way and breaks her neck on a chair. So she's dead. God. And then Nova's trying to like keep running the store at the front, and then the owner comes in, and Harper's in the back with the guy, and he's like, it's not me, I stole the car, it's not my car. And she ends up fighting with him because he attacks her, and she goes crazy and kills him. And so they're like, oh no, we have 2 dead bodies back here now. And then the teacher comes to the back and is like, what is going on?
I knew it. Sorry,
what's going on? And then they're like, this is the serial killer. We have him here. We just don't have any service. We can't call the cops. So him and the chef go to the back to start working on the service. To work on the service for some reason. The breaker, whatever. Which that's not how service works, but whatever.
Right.
And then it is revealed that the teacher is the serial killer. See, I was like, there's no way. It's too obvious. There's no way.
Okay. Was he like almost like hit like, okay, in the beginning kind of, he was like walking across the street and he's almost hit by like the owner?
Yeah.
As soon as I saw him, I was like, that's him. Like, he
does give it up. That's why I was like, oh, there's no way this is going to be the red herring. No, the red herring was the creepy looking kid.
Right.
So then he slits the throat of the chef, which I'm like, you're a serial killer and you're going to like leave this wake of blood. Like, right. He didn't even figure it out. He was just like, I'm going to kill this guy. Like, so he starts killing. And Nova figures it out because she goes into his briefcase and finds the service blocker or whatever. And then basically the whole rest of the movie is them trying to escape. And Harper has like double crosses Nova because the teacher serial killer had a video of her killing the other guy. And so she's like, I can't go to like blah, blah, blah. And I was like, he attacked you first. It's like self-defense. You're going to be all right. So basically he stabs everyone. Everyone gets stabbed. Both cops come back, stabbed. Slits the throat. Harper, stabbed. The owner comes back, stabbed. Who else? I mean, that's a lot of people that are stabbed already. And the only thing that this makeup department could do is burns and stabs. Burns, stabs, and they could do a killer throat slit. And they kept showing the throat slit over and at every angle. Like, it was like one person, you saw the police officer get stabbed in the back, and she goes down or whatever. And then it cuts, something else happens, comes back, and he had slit her throat too. So
they're like, they want you to know that they can do this.
They can do that. And the only way they fought back against the serial killer at first was just burning him. They threw coffee on him, and then he had like a red face, like he was burnt. Uh-huh. He burned his hands at one point. Burnt. Everybody else just stabbed, burnt. Stabbed or burnt. Stabbed or burnt.
Mm-hmm. That's all they could do.
That's the only thing it could do. They did it well, but that's all they could do. And so at the end, there's even one where he like, they do one of those, like a big old knife through, like he was just stabbing everybody. He was just showing up like Michael Myers style. He was everywhere, walking slowly, stabbing, just leaving this huge mess. And I'm like, you don't think this is going to draw so much more attention? Right. And he would just be like, I'm so sorry. You're going to feel this. Like, for some reason, his mentality was that if he made the doll, they wouldn't feel the pain. Mm. So he was like, I'm sorry I couldn't make you a doll. And stab, whatever. Somehow, Nova and her sister escape from the walk-in freezer. And they're about to run away and leave. And he shows back up, of course.
Of course.
Doesn't stab Nova, slaps her. The only time he hasn't stabbed anybody. He just slaps her across the face. And then takes the little girl, Millie, puts her in her trunk, and is like, Nova, it's time to end this. Blah, 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 blah. And chokes her against the wall. And then, final fight, she ends up stabbing him. Mm-hmm. And finally, they're free. And then the police come, whatever. They're literally like, we got your statement. You can go now. I'm like, there are so many dead bodies. Like,
so many bodies.
There's so many. And the police, the detective is like, you go home. You're fine. And then he's like, also, you get all the reward money.
I knew it.
And so she doesn't have to share it with anybody. And she drives away. And she throws her hat out the window. From Big Dipper. Mm-hmm. So, it was just a very classic, cheesy slasher.
Yeah.
Predictable. A lot of burning, a lot of blood, and throat slitting. Nothing very original at all. But I slayed.
But you watched it.
Yeah, I watched it. Nobody jerked anybody off.
That's good. That sounds much better than my experience.
Yeah, I think you would have liked mine better. It was definitely like just a fun, silly slasher and whatever. I still think that Slay is the best one we've ever seen, though.
Oh yeah, for
that
sure.
Was so good. I'm pretty sure it's the same set, but the bathroom looked exactly the same. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. It was a Tubi, a Slay.
Yay!
I Tubi it.
So we have one Tubi and one Not Tubi.
Yeah.
Worked out perfectly.
One huge Not Tubi, one. Yeah, you can Tubi it if you want.
Yeah. Well, that was fun. I'm glad we ended up watching different movies because I was really like.
Well, I almost did match. Thank God I didn't. I think I would have turned it off.
I know, and I didn't finish watching yours, so.
Yeah. What part did you get up to?
You're able to tell me. Literally the teacher crossing the street.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you were like, I knew it, and then turned it off. It was funny because I was watching it with...
I think I bet it's him, and then I just turned it off.
I was watching it with my boyfriend who doesn't really watch a lot of, like, horror movies or anything. And he was like, it's him. And I was like, no, there's no way. It's not that simple or whatever. And it was, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think if you don't have, like, that much media literacy, you know, like, it would surprise you. But if you've ever seen another movie ever, I don't think
yeah, it wouldn't.
They would have been like, oh, what?
I mean,
unbelievable part was the fact that it was like, that's a chain and there were only 3 people working and they closed early.
Right. Right. And it was like really big. Like,
it's the Big Dipper.
The service area was really big, like behind the counter, and then like the back was really big.
It was so gross.
I do remember that. Yeah. All right. Well, we did it.
We did it. We Tubi'd it.
We Tubi'd it, or we Not Tubi'd it.
And our next one's going to be right after Halloween, right? Our next episode?
Yeah.
Woohoo! I'm going to a Halloween party this weekend.
What?
And guess who I'm gonna be?
You're gonna be. You already told me. Is it the same person?
Yes,
Mary.
I am. Yes.
From Sinners.
Yes.
I cannot wait to see your costume.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm gonna cut my hair. No, I'm just gonna put it in a box.
You're gonna put it.
We're gonna pretend. We're gonna pretend I cut it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm
glad we could do
this. Hope you guys like that.
Watch a Tubi movie and tell us what you think, if it's a Tubi or not Tubi. But do not watch Match. Whatever you do.
Yes.
Or else you're a sick freak.
Yeah, you're a sick freak if you watch it after my explanation.
Yeah, literally.
Guys, you can follow us on Instagram at /and/slay_pod or on TikTok at /and/slay_pod.
Or send us an email at /and/slay_pod@gmail.com.
And we'll talk at you next time.
Happy Halloween.
Love you guys.
If we don't
Happy Halloween.
see you before then. Love you guys. Bye.